Hello and welcome to the Disney News Show. Here's your host, Corella's Fur Coat.
Yes, this is the Disney News Show. I am Corella's Fur Coat, and this is episode 32 on Sunday the 10th of June 2012. Now, first, let me please say sorry for last week's episode, or the two parts of last week's episode. My computer has been playing up, since last Sunday really, and it didn't let me create any movies on iMovie, which is what I use to create all my videos for YouTube. And so I had to do it all on my iPad, and the iPad will only let me upload videos of 15 minutes, so I couldn't do the whole one in one, obviously. I couldn't use the intro, I couldn't use any titles or anything, so it was a bit rubbish, wasn't it? But thank you very much to anyone who actually watched it, or watched both parts, watched any of it, just because it was a bit, it was going a bit mad. But hopefully this week I've sorted it out, and that this one will be fine. I'm just hoping that it's going to all work out. I think I've figured out what to do. But that's why there's been no videos this week. I've just been trying to sort this out, and I don't want to risk messing something else up, so I can't do the news show, because obviously the news show is the most important thing I do each week on YouTube. So it's really important I get this right. So I'm really sorry about that, but thank you again if you did watch it. Just because it was a bit weird, wasn't it, really? But hopefully we've got a great show lined up for you guys today. I've got quite a lot of news, really. Not loads of different news, but lots of really good quality Disney stuff that's been going on. It's quality, not quantity this week. Got loads of good stuff to tell you guys about, including the awesome Wreck-It Ralph trailer, which will be the last thing I talk about today, which is released this week. So we'll get that to you later on today. But before we start, I've just got one thing I'm going to quickly show you right now. And on Friday, I had a party. It was my birthday, and kind of my birthday. My birthday was about a month ago now. But it was kind of my party. And my friend Gina made me the most awesome gift ever. Look at this. Look at this. It's like a mask, and if you can see on it, it's got Belle and Beast. How gorgeous is that? That is fantastic. It's handmade, great stuff, hand painted and everything. So thank you very much, Gina, for this. Yeah, I said I'll show it on the show, just so you guys can have a look at that. How incredible is that? I love it. So that is great stuff. But yeah, so thank you, Gina, for that. But that's the thing I'm going to show you this week. I'll be getting my Disney update out to you this week, hopefully sometime, along with some other videos that I'm going to do this week, if I manage to sort out my computer and how to make videos again. But hopefully that'll be fine, and let's get on with the show, starting with the Walt Disney World news for this week. And at Storybook Circus in the Magic Kingdom, new details have emerged regarding the new queuing experience in store for Dumbo the Flying Elephant. When the area is complete later on this year in July, the new Big Top will serve as a waiting area for the two Dumbo the rides, because there's two of them now. And there will be no sign of any kind of queue. So there is not going to be any more queuing at Dumbo. And the way the system's going to work is that guests will arrive at the Big Top and receive a pager that holds your place in line and notifies you when it's your turn to ride the attraction. You'll then be able to wait inside the Big Top, where young children will be able to play in an area similar to a kind of kids' soft play area. And the good news for adults and older children is that the tent will be air conditioned and there'll be seating and everything like that. So I think this is really, really interesting. I think that Disney's really trying to get away from the whole queuing thing, because that's the thing that you hate about going to the parks. Any park, not just Disney parks, any park you go to, that's what everyone hates, don't they? Just queuing up in lines. And one way they're getting around this is for one of the, probably the favourite attraction for young kids is Dumbo the Flying Elephant. So when this opens up in Storybook Circus, you're going to be able to get this pager, go into the Big Top, into the play area for the little kids, go and sit down and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a lot of different, a lot of a different experience than what we're used to. One kind of question is this: aren't you going to have to queue for the pager? Maybe. Do you get one pager per family? How do you kind of make sure that everyone gets on the ride at the same time, or anything like that? And isn't there going to be like hold-ups getting everyone onto the ride? Just because Dumbo's like one of the rides when everyone has to go on and then everyone goes off. So it's not like when it's continuously loading and unloading. It's one big load, one big unload. So what about if a kid is having too much fun in the play area, doesn't want to now go to Dumbo, so they have to wait for ages for this little kid? I don't know if this is going to work. It's great that Disney's trying out this new stuff, and that's why we love Disney, for all their innovative and new ideas. But I'm just kind of a bit sceptical about whether this is going to work to the advantage of non-queuing, or we'll see. But I'd love to hear what you guys have got to say about this. Do you think this will be a good idea? So yeah, just without the queuing, but still with having to get the pager and all that kind of stuff. But I'd love to hear what you guys think about this. Let me know, is it a good idea, is it not, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that is that from the Magic Kingdom. And that is everything from Magic Kingdom, actually. And we're going to move over to Animal Kingdom this week. And it was announced on Friday that the Beastly Bazaar store at Disney's Animal Kingdom will be closing on August the 12th to make way for a new indoor character meet and greet. And this is an area near the Flame Tree Barbecue, if you know Animal Kingdom well. And this news comes after it was announced earlier in the week that Daisy, Meeko, Timon, Thumper and Miss Bunny have all been removed from Animal Kingdom. So you can no longer go and meet them characters at the moment. However, King Louie and Baloo have replaced Goofy in Camp Mini Mickey. So they're kind of doing a big shuffle up of characters at the Animal Kingdom. Obviously we had the news a few weeks ago that Carl and Russell from Up have replaced a Flick near the Tree of Life. And yeah, but it was kind of strange really. You had the two places to meet Goofy at the Animal Kingdom, which was slightly strange because you can still meet him in Dinoland. So they're not getting rid of Goofy completely, just he's no longer going to be available in Camp Mini Mickey. But what I'm kind of thinking is that the characters like Timon, Meeko, Thumper and people are going to be available in this new character meet and greet at the Beastly Bazaar. What we're going to have to wait and see is whether the characters that they got rid of, I think it was last year, that is Pocahontas and Jiminy Cricket from Rafiki's Planet Watch, is whether they're going to be going as well into this new character meet and greet. We're going to have to wait and see, aren't we? I think it's going to be interesting to find out what's going to happen here. I don't know what the reasoning behind this is, but we'll have to wait and see, won't we? So that is good stuff. Just please be aware of that. Now you're not going to be able to see Goofy at Camp Mini Mickey, you have to go to Dinoland, but you are getting Baloo and King Louie in there, and also all the characters I mentioned before are no longer available to meet and greet. Okay, finally, at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort, the Hoop-de-Doo musical review is to have a new showtimes beginning October 1st. The new showtimes are 4, 6:15 and 8:30 PM. So just be aware of that if you're heading to Walt Disney World in October or any time after October, that the Hoop-de-Doo musical review has now changed time slots. So yeah, just be careful if you are heading to Fort Wilderness anytime soon. Okay, so we're now heading over to Disneyland, and it is very exciting because we are now only 5 days away from the grand opening of Buena Vista Street and Cars Land at Disney's California Adventure. I've spoken a lot over the last few weeks about everything which is debuting at the Disneyland Resort on Friday, including the Mad Tea Party and the summer edition of the Magic, the Memories and You, which I've obviously talked about a lot. And but there's something that I haven't mentioned, and that is about any merchandise which is going to be available to commemorate the occasion. And as you would expect, there are many items which are going to be exclusively released at the resort, some only available on Friday. This Friday the 15th. Including there's a catalogue even, if you believe it, of items that you can get. And there are 13 limited edition pins, there are 10 pins in a mystery set, a jumbo pin, and 2 pin sets for all you pin collectors out there. There are also 2 9-inch vinyls, or Vinylmations, one for Cars Land and one for Buena Vista Street, and there's 1 3-inch Vinylmation as well. There are also t-shirts, coins, postcards and other memorabilia for all you collectors out there. So that is great stuff. And also for annual pass holders, there are even more pins, coins and apparel available for you guys too, you lucky lot. But check out the merchandising guide, which is available to download from the Disney Parks blog. I'll leave a link down below so you guys can check that out if you want. I don't know if it's going to be available online. Some of it probably is. Most of it probably just going to be available at the resort on the day or over the coming weeks, months, whatever. But you can check out, they've got a whole catalogue or merchandise guide, I think it's being called, that you can go and check out, see all the different pins and everything that they are releasing for the day. Obviously it's a big event that's going to be happening on Friday. Basically the whole of the regeneration of Disney California Adventure is being completed and is opening up on Friday. So great stuff. I mean, there's been so much hype about this going on. And finally we're getting to see the finished product. So great stuff there. Anyone is going to Disney California Adventure or Disneyland Resort over the next week or so, please let me know what it's like. I'd love to hear your experiences of the new lands, obviously Buena Vista Street, Cars Land, Mad Tea Party, anything like that. Great stuff. I hope you enjoy it if you're going, and please let me know what goes on. Okay, that's all of that. Okay, another bit of news now from Disneyland, and from Friday, guests of Disneyland Resort are now able to purchase tickets using their smartphones. At the moment, this is only available at the park entrance instead of using the ticket booths, and you can only purchase 1 day, 1 park, or 1 day park hopper tickets at the moment. But this is going to increase to obviously all the other tickets in the near future. And from your smartphone, you can go to m.disneyland.com and select buy tickets from the homepage. And after entering the number of tickets you want, which is up to a maximum of 15, so just bear that in mind, and obviously entering your credit card information, you'll receive a confirmation, kind of probably an email or something like that, which will have a barcode which can be scanned as you enter the park for which you've purchased your tickets. And from there you'll be given a paper park ticket, which is still needed for park hopping or re-entry if you should leave the park and return later on. So this is quite interesting that they're actually now using your smartphones. That is obviously for people who haven't already pre-bought their tickets or who are just coming for the day or something like that. It saves time queuing up at the ticket booths to buy your tickets, but so that's really good stuff. And yeah, so I don't know, I think yes, just from the park entry at the moment though, so I don't know if this is going to be available on all smartphones. I think you probably have to be in a certain area, but let's wait and see what happens here. It's quite interesting news, and I'm quite excited about this. Really, it looks really good stuff that you're going to be able to do this. But yeah, so if anyone is able to check this out anytime soon, please let me know what it's like. Is it easy to use? I've not heard any people say it's what it's like yet. So yeah, that there is something to bear in mind if you're in a rush or anything to buy your tickets at Disneyland Resort. You can now use your smartphones. Okay, so that is all the Disneyland Resort news for this week. I'm moving on to the general parks news now. And last weekend, to celebrate 100 years of Girl Scouts, the Disney Youth Programme held special events at both Disneyland and Walt Disney World. From all over America, thousands of Girl Scouts gathered at Disneyland Park and Epcot for ceremonies and other activities. At Epcot, the girls got the chance to explore Epcot using a special booklet designed to guide them through activities and attractions to help them earn badges. And at Disneyland, a programme called Disney Leadership in Action, Pursuit of Excellence and Disney's Animation Magic, entertained the Scouts. So this is really good stuff. I think it was over Memorial Day weekend, so it was a great time for the Girl Scouts to be at Disney Park. So I think there was thousands of girls. I've seen videos. I'll try and leave a link down below to a video which you can see all about what happened over the weekend at Disneyland and at Epcot. It was really cool stuff. I'm really pleased that Disney thought to do this, and obviously the Disney Youth Programme is taking the chances to use what expertise they have for the Girl Scouts. So that's really good stuff, and so that is just a bit of general parks news for you guys there. Okay, so moving on to other Disney news this week, and it has been announced that 2 new Toy Story tunes are in development. Part of Disney's 2012 publishing portfolio was leaked online this week, and it gave information into 2 22-minute TV specials, which are set to air in October 2013 and spring 2014, and probably on ABC or Disney Channel in the US. So this is really, really interesting. I know last year there was kind of speculation that there would be a Toy Story 4 after something that Tom Hanks let slip at some kind of thing last year. But I like the fact that they're not going for a whole movie, and they are thinking of doing these Toy Story tunes, which I really enjoy. Obviously, there was Hawaiian Vacation, which was in front of Cars 2 this year, and also you had Small Fry, which was alongside the Muppets. But I'm really excited about this. I don't know if I like the fact that they're going to be on TV rather than with a film. I'm not really sure about that. I don't know which I prefer, but I don't know. I think with it being in front of a film, it gives you more incentive to go and see that. But I think it'll create a lot of hype with it being on the TV. So I think that's going to be really, really cool stuff. I hope they continue to do these shorts. I really enjoy them. I think it's the best way to keep the whole franchise alive, and it's a great way to kind of utilise the characters and everything that Pixar's created. So that is really, really good stuff. I am hoping that we get to see them here in the UK. I'm sure they'll be available at some point, but you've got to wait probably a year and a half or so before the first one comes out. We don't have any names or anything like that, but yeah, so October 2013, spring 2014, and that is about the Toy Story tunes. Okay, next up, a poster for Finding Nemo 3D has been released this week, and the release date for the US, as advertised on the poster, is September 14th. And so this is really cool stuff. And this is going to be 3 months before it is released on Blu-ray 3D. So it's being released in Blu-ray 3D on December 4th. So a couple of months before that, you can go and see it in the cinemas. So that's really, really good stuff. I'm looking forward to this one. I think it's going to look incredible on in 3D and on Blu-ray. I just cannot wait to get my hands on Finding Nemo. I pre-ordered the one from the US, so that's really, really good stuff. I cannot wait for this edition. So that is that about the Finding Nemo 3D. I don't know, we don't have a release date for the UK. It's probably going to be January, something like that though, just because that was kind of what they did last year with Beauty and the Beast. But who knows, we might get it in something like October, November, who knows. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? But that's really interesting stuff. I cannot wait to see Finding Nemo in 3D. And something I'd just quite like to ask you guys about is, what other films do you think Disney should do in 3D? I think they've already announced that they're doing Monsters Inc. and Little Mermaid, but what other ones do you think they should do? I'd love to hear what you guys think about that. Do you think 3D is a good idea really for these old Disney Pixar and just Disney classic films? Or do you think they should just leave them or re-release them in a non-3D format? Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But I'd love to hear what you guys think about that. But yeah, so that is about the Finding Nemo 3D. Poster's been released and it's coming out on September 14th in the US. Okay, the kind of one of the biggest things that happened this week, obviously, has been something I've been talking about for a couple of weeks now, and it is that the trailer for Disney's next animated feature, Wreck-It Ralph, was released on Wednesday, and I am so excited for this film. I've seen the trailer loads of times now. I keep rewatching it just because it's so good. I don't think I've been this excited about a Disney film for ages. I mean, I was really excited about Tangled, but not as excited as this. Wreck-It Ralph looks so incredible, and if you've not seen the trailer, the link will be down below so you can go and check that out. Maybe you want to do that bit now before I kind of go into a bit of detail about it, but you can obviously all watch it later on, or many of you will probably have seen it already. But kind of the premise of Wreck-It Ralph, is that you've got Ralph, who is kind of the villain in a game, kind of an arcade game, and he's really fed up of being always the bad guy and not getting any love for it, and he's always kind of seen as the villain, obviously, because he is. And he goes to a kind of a villain support group, which is really cool for kind of for video game characters, and it's so good because you've got cameos from all the villains from lots and lots of game kind of video games. You've got people like the Ghost from Pac-Man, you've got Bowser from Mario, and you've got loads and loads of good characters. And it's great that Disney's been able to get the rights to all these characters and been able to bring them to life in this fantastic way. And after going to this support, Ralph manages to go to like this gaming centre or something like that it's called, and he goes into loads of different games, one called Heroes Duty, and it looks really, really interesting. And so Ralph leaves his game and goes and kind of joins in with other games, and it all goes wrong, I'm guessing, and this is all just, it looks absolutely incredible. You've got the fantastic John C. Reilly voicing Ralph in the film, and the animation looks incredible. It really is top notch. It's as good as Tangled. It's as good as anything Pixar have done, and it really is Pixar style, really. And so that is really, really fantastic. I think Disney is really appealing to everyone with this film, young, old. I mean, they've got the new characters, obviously from some video games. You've got the older characters. It's going to appeal to people, obviously people who maybe wouldn't go and see films as much, who play games. They're going to be really interested in this. And I think the new animation in 3D, this is going to look absolutely superb. You're not going to get much better animation than this. And this is going to be released, it's this holiday season, it says on the trailer, so I'm guessing November, December time. I don't know if we have actually got a release date. I need to check that out, actually. But I will let you know if we have got one. I'll let you know next week. But so that is that, and obviously you've got the voice of Jane Lynch, obviously who many of you will know from Glee, who is voicing one of the characters in the game, in the film, sorry, which is really, really incredible. So I am so excited for this. I hope you guys are too. I'd love to hear your reactions to the trailer as well. I'm sure we'll get more trailers than this, and Disney is really going to hype this one up, I think. I think they need to. I think they've spent a lot of money on this, and they're going to want to make their money. And I think they have really chosen a good subject to do this. So it's great. It's kind of it's like Toy Story. They've got all these characters from other media, and they're going to be using them really to their advantage. And I hope it works for Disney. I really do. And so that is really good stuff. So there we have Wreck-It Ralph and the trailer, which I hope you guys have seen or will go and watch now. And I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. And so that is really good stuff. It's going to be in 3D as well, so that is even more of an added bonus. Okay, so that's the last little bit of news, really. I'm just thinking I'm going to quickly mention that this week's release is on Blu-ray and DVD. Obviously, we've got John Carter is being released on... Oh, no. Sorry, John Carter was released last week on Tuesday for you guys in the US, and I've got my edition is coming from the US, hopefully tomorrow, and I'll be able to do an unboxing of that sometime soon. But in the UK, The Muppets is released on DVD and Blu-ray tomorrow. And you guys can go out and buy that from stores. I have pre-ordered mine from the Disney store. I did it in store though, so it's not come yet because I don't want to pay the shipping charges that a Disney store makes you pay. So I've ordered it in store, sorry, and I'll be able to pick that up next week. I'll be doing an unboxing of that whenever I get to pick that up. So please check out for that. And so yeah, they are the releases for this week, and that is all the news. But, of course, if you do want more news, you can check out Fan Anthony's Disney News and Reviews, or you can go and see the Disney Brits podcast, which, of course, I think there's a new episode this week, so if you've not seen that, it's really, really good. You've also got the Mini Minxes. The Mini Minxes new episode should be out tomorrow. I'm hoping it is anyway. Obviously, the fantastic podcast. I love the Mini Minxes. You've got the other UK podcasts like Diz After Dark and Geo Mousecast. Go and check them out too for all your Disney fun and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so that is all that stuff there. Also, you can check out more on YouTube here with DV Disney Fan Saturday Spectacular. I don't know if he did a video yesterday. I can't remember seeing it, but I'll definitely check it out, and I'll leave a link down below if there was a Saturday Spectacular this week. I don't remember. I don't think I've seen it if there was one, but definitely you guys go and check that out if you want more news from that. And also, do not forget to follow me on Twitter. I'm at QuailsForCoat. If you guys like chatting about Disney or just want to follow me or anything like that, I'll definitely follow you. If you kind of let me know who you are, and I love chatting to all you guys. Not just on Twitter but on here as well, so leave any comments down below. I'll try and get back to you, or yeah, send me a personal message, anything like that. So that is all that. I really hope you enjoyed this week's show. It's been quite a lot of news. I know it's been long, but I hope you've enjoyed it anyway. And I hope you'll tune in for next week's episode. You've got episode 33, and that's going to be next week. And yeah, so don't forget to tune in for that. And so that is that. I thank you very, very much for watching, and please don't forget to leave your feedback. And I will see you soon.